her man's trust. I was watching a clip earlier on TikTok, and I really like what the woman was saying when they asked the barbershop to see if her information that she shared in her clip was accurate. So, Kev, what's the number one reason that you would lose trust in a woman? What's something your
Cheating.
woman could do to lose trust?
I guess the number one thing got to be cheating.
What's for you? It's just cheating. So
Huh?
she cheats, how she lose trust. She can do anything else and still have your trust.
No, you said the number one thing.
Okay,
You ain't
and I'm
say
asking you. So what others are?
um.
That's valid. I just want to know what the other ones
What's the number? That's the number one.
are. Okay.
She could have a work husband, and that's cheating.
Work husband's cheating to you
Yeah,
too?
work husband that's cheating.
What's a work husband? What they define what a work husband is?
A dude that's at her job doing everything for her, trying to get in her panties. But
So work husband is just a fun name for a guy that's trying to get you a girl.
yeah, but he see her at work all day, and he trying to
You spend about 8 hours a day with your girl,
yeah,
going on lunch dates,
going on lunch dates. You want me to get your coffee?
getting coffees, waters,
Yeah,
making jokes, sending like email memes and
Sending
stuff.
emails. I got some extra donuts.
Do you get mad at the dude or do you get mad at your girl?
Gotta get mad at the girl.
Because she's
She allow it.
okay. So work husband's cheating, cheating is cheating. So
Cheating
it's
is
just cheating.
cheating.
That's trust thing. The woman that said the clip, I don't know if I should just just give the niggas the whole thing, but something she talked about was about emotions, right? Like and about
You can emotionally cheat.
not so much that about how a woman manages her emotions will change the way that a man trusts her. Do you think that's an accurate thing?
Yeah, because if she changing her emotions, then obviously something has changed in her. So then you want to like, man, what's going on with her?
Okay.
If she not communicating with you,
All right. What if she is communicating with you? Like she's mad, and she
Uh-huh.
communicates with you like you bum ass nigga. Why you
Damn.
why you do X Y
well,
Z?
then she disrespecting you. So
Does that bother you at all?
yeah,
Does that change the way you trust her?
yeah, because yeah, she disrespecting.
Run your business, man. I'll come back to you. Come back to you. Kev was difficult to talk to. Don't like his answers. But I think cheating is a very good way to lose trust. All right, back to you, brothers. Both y'all. What's up, Craig? This is Chef Craig.
What's going on, y'all?
And then we got my man Monty Mon. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what's a reason for you? I was watching this clip on TikTok. This girl shared some really cool insight about men and trusting women. And I was curious for you guys, what's a way that a woman loses trust with you? For you lose trust in your woman. What's a way that the woman you're dating can lose your trust?
Uh, Lying for one.
Okay.
Loyalty. Loyalty all day.
All right, and like, what would you say is a big? Would you say that her emotions, how she manages her emotions, her emotional intelligence, and her emotional control, if that plays a part in you trusting her?
Definitely.
How does that play a part in you trusting her?
Because if she's, to me, if she's emotionally stable, she'll make sound judgments. She'll make sound decisions. I'll be confident enough to know when she's talking about something to believe that, it's true. It feels genuine.
Okay. What about you?
You know, you can tell a change. You'll definitely be able to tell a change in your relationship and in the woman. You know what I'm saying? And any deviation from what you're used to, shows that there's something else. There's something going on with her, or with the relationship. More than anything. That's when it comes to loyalty. And then it drops down to communication. If you're able to talk about it, all those things take a a toll on relationships. You know what I mean?
All right. So my thing is, the reason I brought it up is because what the girl said was that a woman that is not emotionally intelligent, has no emotional control, a man won't trust you because something that men say frequently is that when you trust her, when you're very vulnerable with her, when you open up with her, she throws it back in your face. The woman that has no emotional control and no emotional intelligence will use things that you would confide in her to damage you. And that is something that, look at the nods on their heads. That's something that's a woman will do that. And when she does that, that's it. And a lot of guys don't trust women because they know that a woman is going to take what you say to her, and at some point, some way, when she's with no emotional control, she's gonna bang you in the head with it. Well, that's why your mother left.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
True that.
Yeah, that's cool. But I mean, I guess if you really, since you don't know how to speak up for yourself, you know what I mean? Like they do things to hurt you in the places they know you're most vulnerable when they're upset.
Right.
Do you think that's an accurate statement?
Very much so.
100%. 100. You know what I'm saying? But the thing of it is, though, like, you'll know what kind of woman you got. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So, the
No,
thing,
no, I don't. I don't think that you know what kind of woman you got when she's. That's what I'm asking. That particular thing, is that something that damages trust? So you're saying that you should never have to experience that if you get the right woman?
well, I mean, there's always, people always settle, not a lot of people settle for women that they have, you know what I'm saying? So, they know what they have in the woman. Me personally, I never be with a woman unless I know, like, what she will do in probably the worst situation, you know what I mean? 'Cause-
Or do you create some worst? Are you like a Batman type of dude where you go out, you create the worst possible scenario?
Well, no,
you take
no,
air out her
no,
tire.
no.
You don't pay the bills for a couple of months, let the
you
lights
just-
get turned
you
off,
just
and then you
know.
just sit and you watch her, and you see what she does, and go, aha! I knew you wasn't it, and you turn the lights and everything back on.
Well, I mean, it's always character. You know what I'm saying? People tell you their character. It's like knowing. You'll know exactly. Everybody will tell you exactly who they are eventually. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, you meet representatives, but you know what I'm saying. But you'll know. You'll know.
Nah, you confusing me, all right? Because
How am I
I'm
confusing?
saying that a woman will hurt you with certain information. You're like, you'll know who you got. So if that's the case, it's almost like that women's intuition kind of thing, where they say women's intuition, a woman always knows because her intuition.
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, well, there's a lot of single mothers out here for women. For women, women intuition lets you know if the guy's bad. There's too many single mothers out here for that, right? Which is like, ha ha he he. But I'm saying if you're saying a guy you always know, you don't always know. Sometimes you have to experience the person. So
Well,
sometimes you tell someone something because you are honeymooning, they are showing you a representative.
Right,
You
right.
do trust them because this trust is there. It hasn't been damaged yet. You have trust in this person. And then they violate you. And when they violate you, you lose the trust. You have to have trust to lose trust. And I'm saying that a lot of times these people trust people.
There's I forgot that girl's name. She used to play on. Her name is Joy. She used to be the sportscaster with Colin Coward. She had a thing just the other day, sitting up here saying how women are just throwing away all their values and things out at like that nature, for the bag, for money and things of that nature, for prestige and all that stuff, for a way of living. You know what I'm saying? That women are doing that. You know what I'm saying? So as guys, we have to, we gotta understand that. We gotta understand what we're getting in a woman. If you know that that's the case, you gotta do more vetting, more. You know what I'm
But
saying?
there's a lot of guys that don't care though. There's a large demographic of guys out here who are coddling, not even coddling, but are responsive to that negative persona of like, how much can you do for me? How much money can you spend on me? There's a huge demographic of guys that are out here like, yeah, I'm gonna get the bag and buy her Birkins and
But-
get her all kinds of
well,
stuff
Then you
and
should not be
big huge
surprised.
trips.
Then you should not be surprised if she, if all of a sudden you get comfortable with, with that lifestyle, and all of a sudden she throw it in your face, your secrets. You know what I mean? You can't be surprised by that.
First time she do that, she ain't get nothing from me.
You know what I'm saying?
First time she do that, she cut off.
Yeah, she cut
You
off.
can't be surprised by that. You know what I'm saying? If you out there doing that to women, then you should be surprised with the woman that you got when that comes
Go
up.
find yourself
That
another
make sense?
dude.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Go find yourself another dude that can do it for you.
Do you know a time where something you said got thrown in your face? Is that like, do you remember a time that's happened to you?
Yeah,
I got that in text message.
that's happened a few times.
I got the text. Yeah, ain't nothing worse than a disrespectful text.
You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
no-
Yeah,
you chilling, minding your business, you get a boop. I already know it's about to be on something silly. I'm gonna watch the language of babies.
Right,
It's gonna be on some stuff because it'd be long. It'd be a lot of gray, and I'm like, all right, this is about to be a situation.
Right.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you, oh man.
Right.
Hey, I just thought we should talk about, oh God.
Yeah.
When you got a minute, can you call me because I'm like, here we go. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
I read it, I call my brothers, we laugh. I sit on it for about 2-3 weeks. Don't answer no phone calls, no texts. I just really want to create a positive space for myself because mental health is important. Mental health is so important, you know what I mean? So I got to do that for myself. But all right, brothers, I appreciate y'all sharing, man. Let's get down to the last homie. The brother. Question, man. What's a way that like a woman can lose your trust?
Considering that she has earned it. She already earned it first. You got to earn it first.
Yeah,
right?
we can talk about earning trust later, but
We
yes,
can turn it-
we gonna assume that she has earned the
already
trust.
earned it. She withdraws her transparency and her honesty.
Withdraws her transparency.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that? I like that.
Well, in order to gain my trust, you have to be transparent. But transparent is a momental type thing. You can be transparent today, but not tomorrow. So as soon as you withdraw your transparency, now it's what are you hiding? Is this a surprise party for me? So that's why you're not being transparent, or you not being transparent because of another reason. So it's a reason why you're not being transparent with me. So depending on that reason, my antennas will go up and my trust will go down quick. You know what I mean? Which also ties into the honesty. So those are the two biggest things that will deflate the trust quickly.
How do you feel about emotional control and emotional maturity? Does that play into how much you trust a woman?
Who's got the control
Her own emotional intelligence, her own emotional control.
over herself?
Yes. Do you think that plays into trust?
I gotta think about that one, man.
Let me give you an example. You tell her in confidence that that your relationship with your father is shaky because your father didn't spend a lot of time with you when you were growing up, right? You tell her that in confidence. You guys get into an argument over a parking spot at a restaurant where she felt like you should have been more assertive about getting the spot, and she tells you something like, "It's because your weak ass daddy is why you're a weak ass man," right? Because she knows you're sensitive about your relationship with your father. Hits you and your father, bam, right? Some stuff that you told her in confidence because she was upset in that moment. So she hurt you with something she knew you were sensitive with. Is that something like? Do you continue to trust her with sensitive information?
Well, number one, no, I don't, because you just kind of showed me where you're at with it emotionally, especially if you did it in front of other people. But what's more important than the trust, we got a bigger issue, which is respect. Because now you're starting to go into the lines of you're losing the trust in one area, which is kind of like it could be a big deal, it could not be a big deal. You know what I mean? It depends. Like it's showing its head, right? What was more important in that scenario right there is a lack of respect. You emotionally you got so emotional that you lost respect for me in that moment and forgot who I was to you in real life, in real time, outside of this emotional moment you having, and that reigns supreme above everything. So right there, you lost me at the respect. So forget the trust. We can't even talk about T. R come before T. You know what I mean? Like we can't even get to the T.
You said respect is gone. We can't have trust without respect. You have respect, but can you have trust without respect?
Gotta think about it, man.
Because I can trust certain people. Like when I got beef with certain people, I can trust them to act a certain way because I know who they are. Right? I don't like this dude, you know what I'm saying? But I know who that dude is. I can trust him to behave a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's just a strategic thing, a strategic mind about, having like beef or having an issue. Even with work, like I can trust my job to behave a certain way if I behave a certain way. I know that that's how they're going to act because I know the nature of my job, you know what I'm saying? The nature of a person I can trust their nature. Like you said,
So we're talking about just women. We're talking about just women. Like we can go.
yeah, even with women. So I know that I can trust the nature of a woman before I can just trust what she say. I know her nature.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, if there's a brand new woman that we are getting to know, right? I'm getting to know her, right? I'm not even thinking about trust. Trusting is not even an option because number one, she got to earn my trust. But what's more importantly, before she earns my trust, can she even respect who I am?
Absolutely. I think that's big.
So like I get what you're saying, but that doesn't really apply to the. You know what I mean? Respect come first.
No, you're right.
And then we got to figure out the trust.
You're right.
You need both.
You definitely need both, but respect has to happen because you can't build a relationship without respect. I can't get to know a girl who doesn't respect me because I'm not gonna have the patience for that.
And maintain that respect.
Yeah, so that comes down to emotional control, right? Like, the maintaining respect is emotional control. In the emotion, she's not so in the emotion that she forgets to deal with me the way she's supposed to deal with me. But that's emotional intelligence, right? Because she needs to know she's in that emotion in order to articulate herself. Hey, I'm pissed my off right now. I need to take a moment back. You know what I'm saying?
What's more important in that situation would, once I recognize what happened, I calm down, she calm down, I bring it to her and tell her, I give her direction. Yo, what you did was unacceptable, whatever, this is why, you know what I mean, X, Y, and Z, this is what happened, this is what you did. After you go through all of that, how she responds to it. My bad, won't happen again. Can she correct herself after you giving her direction?
Does she take the direction?
And correct. You know what I mean? Because if she corrects it, then it's a great experience because now it's growth there. You know what I mean? But you can't stay how you came.
Have you ever experienced somebody violating your trust like that? Taking something you told them in confidence and throwing it in your face to hurt you?
I don't think nah.
They said it's a very, they said it's a very common
I
thing.
gotta think about it. I'm not gonna say no absolutely, but not nothing off the top of my head.
Oh, I'm gonna say yes, absolutely. You hear me? I'm gonna say yes, absolutely. They are vicious. They are they're vicious people. I talk too much.
Nah, cause I get vicious real quick and I'm sharp with my tongue. What the fuck did you just say? Like it's that type shit.
Yeah, no,
You know
it
what I
is.
mean? Like-
It is. But I want you to know, it doesn't serve when they're taking something that you're weak to. Not weak
And they
to.
know that. They
But
know
if taking
that.
something, there's no way to the rebuttal for it doesn't exist because it was a part of the wall that was open. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a part of the wall where you were defending. There's no turrets. There's no lasers. You told them where the door was, and they walked through the door and punched you in your face. You've been punched. It's too late for rebuttals. You need to recover. We got to regroup.
Nah, I don't
We
think-
got to restrict access to certain parts of the building again. Like it's crazy. You know, you get fired from like an office job, they take your key codes and deactivate things.
Yeah.
You gotta do that. You gotta now you gotta walk her out. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk about recovery.
Yeah.
That type of violation, that's probably why, because you've never been violated that way. That type of violation does not come with a repair and remix. When they violate you like that, I'm talking about I give you access to a sensitive, vulnerable spot. Something vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that a lot of guys have experienced, at least in my time with dealing with women and people I've spoken to. It's very common for that to happen. I've seen this clip on TikTok where this girl was talking about it, saying that most men don't want to marry women or pursue, aside from not wanting to pursue women, not even approaching women because of the way things are nowadays, the attitude and the lack of emotional intelligence and control are so off-putting that a lot of guys don't even want to pursue locking in a committed relationship with these girls, marriage or dating, because the girls are so, you can't trust them. You cannot trust these girls enough to build that kind of trust, because you're like, even if I like her, it's like I can't like her too much, because if I tell her too much, she gonna hurt me with it later.
I am going to really, really think about if I ever been violated like that. I would like to think that I remember something like that,
You would.
but I want to think about if I've ever given some information that came around and really said it in a malicious way.
We about to part two. We about to part two the pod today, yo. I like that.
It's one thing if they say it in a real way, like, hey, you know what? Remember when you told me what happened between you and your dad or whatever? Well, you know what I mean. Like this is another reason why I think a result of that. You know what I mean? Like that's a healthy.
That's constructive.
Yeah,
We're talking about,
yeah.
and
But you
but
saying it
I say
like,
emotional
man,
control and emotional intelligence. Her being that's emotionally control. That's a healthy way, and that's beneficial to both parties. We're talking about thinking they have emotional control and emotional intelligence, but then they have no control on how they put it to you. They put it to you in a damaging way. It's an aggression. It's a fight. She took what she knew about you and she hit you with it.
Man, I haven't let women. I'm talking women. I haven't let a whole lot of women.
Sorry, man, I got the mic on.
I haven't let a whole lot of women in that close in my adult life, and the ones that have penetrated that barricade, they haven't went there.
Well, I commend you, bro. That's a real. Hey, Sean, that's real. That means you're managing yourself really well.
That I can think of, but I mean, it's not. You know, like when it come down to women, I don't really,
Yeah. I mean,
That's all I got to say. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, man.
I mean,
What,
if you know,
what,
you
what they
you
know,
what I
but they know don't need to be said. You know what I mean? But
I learned that about 15, 16. I said, oh, that's how y'all going. Bet. I got it. Level up.
Say less.
Mhm. Like,
Nah, I
okay.
agree, man. I agree. I think
I'm
that
out here like Bing Rings. I'm gonna try to be a good nigga, man. And I'm slapping my forehead. I'm like, okay, I see what time it is. All right.
nah. So do you
Fool
think?
me once.
What do you think is the number one reason that men don't? That women lose men, like a man leaves a woman. What do you think that is? Do you think that
Man leaves. Oh,
like divorces her in his mind or divorces her physically? Like what do you think is the number one reason?
I think that ultimately, if there's a point in time where this man really wanted to give himself to this woman, like for real, like be a real man to her, I think that there was something that the woman it was or was not doing in order to help grow, stimulate, or maintain that relationship with that man, and really didn't meet or match him where he was, whether that is leveling up or, you know, whatever that looks like. And I think that, you know, the man realized you know, that hey man, I've outgrown this situation and you're not leveling up with me, or you show me something that wasn't real in the beginning. And I think that man kind of like, you know, says, yo, I'm out. Because for a man to commit, think about that. When men commit, yo, they for real. They might have a little something on the side, maybe they don't, but they committed to one.
They're like, I'm building
With
here.
one.
That's
The
it.
other ones, that's just fun. But this one right here, this is my one. And
That's if
commit
they even
for
have
real.
other ones, because some, you know.
Yeah, and some of them just they don't play around. They just stay straight. You know what I mean? But they commit for real. They build a castle.
So what would you say if you had to give me like a sentence? What is the one reason that guys leave? What's the one thing? Bang.
I just because women don't know how to maintain the man or stick or raise up to the man, stimulate the man, keep the man. Women don't know how to keep that woman didn't know how to keep her man. So
Damn.
that could be sexually, that could be mentally, that could be spiritually, that can be with intelligence, that can be whatever that man is looking for. She failed to maintain that part. So he was like, I'm out. Either that or he's just a piece of shit and he just liked to. My bad.
Yeah.
He just liked to rotate.
Or he's just a bad dude. You know what I'm saying?
He just liked to rotate.
All right, so I appreciate you, brother. Hey, so I'm gonna say that the barbershop today we weren't on the same time as Shorty. I
We
think
didn't disappoint?
we didn't disappoint. Nah, I love the conversation with you, bro. That jump was dope. I was gonna say that I don't think one thing she pressed about a lot was that the violation of trust was a big deal for her, or a big deal for guys. And here it's not even a violation of trust. Like I think the guys in the shop just kind of vet differently. You know what I'm saying? The way that they're going for their partner is different from the way that people just date. So the violation of trust is a character thing that they typically avoid by the way that they vet the person that they end up locking in with. So I think that's it, man. Catch you guys next Friday. Like, share. Catch you next time.